Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the second-year man Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills as they match up with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bills being led out by their quarterback, the 7th overall pick in the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen. And, of course, the Bills, they've been looking for a franchise quarterback for a number of years, and now they think they have their guy. He certainly had his moments as a rookie, including an impressive win in Minnesota in his second NFL start. First down is Allen.
Play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a delayed give to Gore. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Tell you what, you need the tough yards. You can still turn to the 36-year-old Frank Gore, now in his 15th season in the league. 10 in San Francisco, the 3 in Indy, quick stop in Miami, and now in Buffalo, and still making it happen. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Allen off the play fake. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. On the defensive side, here are the starters for Tennessee. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Gore. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans 16.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line?
Right there. Right there. 54 miles. Coming this way. Here we go.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. And this Tennessee defense for the 2nd straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Allen. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
the ball. Let's keep moving.
They'll stay with Lewis here on first down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown Titans. Dion Lewis, his third touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Pretty fortunate there. The interception that ended the last drive. And then, boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive. Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half. Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen, and that will be incomplete. I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Back deep, Adoree Jackson. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jackson to return. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Dion Lewis getting set to go again here with his guys on offense. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone. It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Come on, QB. Come on.
They just get the play off. Now Mariota. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball,
4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
The second down throw here for Mariota. It's caught. Humphries. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Roughing the passer defense.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Mariota going to give to Lewis. Shifts free at the 15. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now Lewis. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Lorenzo Alexander, able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Mariota to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. Santos' kick is up and through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
A handoff right. It's Gore. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he finds Tyler Croft. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On the return, Jackson. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. All right, let's discuss Dion Lewis as he gets set to go again. And he's made it easy for us to put together a highlight package. Just wondering what he ate before this one started.
Let's include that in the package, right? Get the gourmet out here, figure it all out, and you're guaranteed he'll do that going forward as well, because with a game like this, you don't want to change things too much. Oh, yeah, you also want to continue to get that great blocking he's received today, too.
Yeah, kudos to the guys up front indeed.
Keep it up, guys.
Now Lewis here on 1st down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
I mean, you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is, how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run. This is Lewis. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40-yard line. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the 1st quarter. This defense will probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Rolling to his right. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, Couldn't turn it into much more.
Where are they, team? Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. You gonna get this?
To throw again on second down. Mariota. And this is caught at the 8. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 16 yards, a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Here we go. I got it. I got it. I got it.
Mariota again. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage. Especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
Stay with your man. One. 49.
To the air again. Mariota. Flushed out right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
A 6-yard gain brings up third and goal.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll try to run for it. Lewis. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Dion Lewis with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And here's Allen. Going to throw again. And it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Allen operating from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. 17-0 our score after one. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now they'll run with Lewis. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Throwing on 2nd down. Mariota. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, 1st down. So they were able to put the pen to the paper this week, get this deal done, contract extension. And I'm sure that the coach's front office happy. He's got to be happy too, though.
He's got to be relieved. He doesn't have to worry about moving now, doesn't have to worry about not having a team. He's back with a team he's comfortable with and where he feels he belongs. Yeah, I think he feels pretty good about this whole deal.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Big stop, D. Big stop, let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lewis. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll run here with John Kelly, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
They run with it. It's Kelly. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
On 2nd and 12, Mariota. That's complete, middle of the field to Humphries. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 42.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
49, guys. Mike. 49.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here.
Defense.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Ed Oliver in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. Josh Dobbs with 1 touchdown pass thus far. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Delay of game, offense.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Ready? Move on. It's been a long day for you. One. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. Why? Move. 49.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, watch it. One.
Throwing is Mariota. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
On 1st down, it's Lewis. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
I'm coming after you.
A 2nd down run with Lewis. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's your 1st down.
Here we go.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here we go. Watch tight end. Tight right. Everyone, we got 4 down.
They'll run on 1st down. Lewis. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
58. Come on. Get in the weight room. Alert 3.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
That's a gain of 6.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
That's complete, right around the 8. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
A 25-yard attempt.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. A reminder about Sunday Night Football later tonight. It's a rematch from the divisional round last year. Colts and Chiefs from Arrowhead. Then tomorrow on Monday night, the Browns and 49ers from Levi's Stadium. With the Browns already playing their 3rd primetime game in the season's first 5 weeks. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch 54. Too low, cut. Switch it.
They'll start on the ground with Gore. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Get him.
Throwing now is Allen. And the grab by Croft. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Bills are certainly happy to have a healthy Tyler Croft. Remember, he had a season-ending foot injury last year with the Bengals in Week 5. So the Bills get him, and he re-injures that same foot in May in OTAs. But out there now and says he's feeling pretty good.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Here we go.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fights loose, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight, He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Dion Lewis getting set to go again here with his guys on offense. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing, Mariota. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete. This meeting between the Bills and Titans, part of the NFL 100 series, and everybody remembers the Music City Miracle back in 1999 with 16 seconds left and the Titans trailing by 1. They took the kickoff. Frank Wycheck threw a lateral pass across the field to Kevin Dyson, who went 75 yards untouched for the game-winning score, as if the Bills had not already endured enough postseason heartache from the early 90s, and then they would not make the playoffs again until a couple of years ago in 2017. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
49. 49's a Mike. 49's a Mike. 65. 65.
Again, it's Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 39. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Mariota. He's got his man on the crossing route. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. And what everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving.
Shift! Watch the shift!
From the red zone now, Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
Holding, offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Santos' kick is up and through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And it's the Jaguars who have the lead in the second quarter. The Jags trying to avoid an 0-4 start that would be darn near impossible to come back from. From there, we head up to our nation's capital to check on the Redskins at home at FedEx Field. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. Antonio Brown, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And that one all tied as they host the visiting Falcons. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Here's Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
All right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Mariota. And Davis with it left side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. This is Lewis. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, man.
Mariota now. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Mariota. And Walker with it over the middle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
That's a gain of 9.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Tighten up. Tighten up.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He finds Humphries. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 19.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On first down, it's Lewis. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
They try again with Lewis. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Where are they, team? 49. You go night-night. Tell them night-night.
They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Nothing fancy really on either side. They were just trying to punch it between the tackles, but could not get it done.
That felt very old schoolish, didn't it? Because we always talk about how we spread it out on offense nowadays and try and create some running lanes. That one was really tight. Go get it. A big pile of bodies. Didn't quite get there.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
From the 27, Allen looking left sideline, incomplete. The tight end, Lee Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Allen to throw once more. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And again, it's Allen. And that's complete to Croft. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Allen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. They go with a screen to Gore. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the 1st half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On the handoff, here's Lewis running right. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Hey, watch your leg.
3rd and short yardage. Mariota. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Here's Allen, and his throw is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. It's complete. It's Gore. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, Gore. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. Cameron Wake in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out, they'll try to increase the pressure.
Watch the run, watch the run.
On second down now, Gore. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
You got it. You got it.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Allen. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? What do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter. You're going. To the air, Allen.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Following the interception here, Mariota. That's complete, middle of the field to Humphreys. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Mariota to throw it. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off around the 37. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Hauschka with the extra point, and that will get them one closer. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. They're on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Josh Dobbs, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
On the handoff, Lewis. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Throwing is Mariota. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
Watch the run. They're running. Check three.
They'll run on first down. Lewis. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post. Because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Kelly. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
On second down, it's Lewis. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down.
49 to Mike, watch 49. All day, just like that, just like that. 49, 49. Guys, Mike, 49.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try.
A 30-yard attempt.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away. No. Good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Kill.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He's got Gore. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Pass caught by A.J. Brown, and that's his first NFL catch. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. This is Kelly. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Here we go again. One. 49, guys. Delta. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Mariota here to throw. This is caught. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
You're not ready. Check. One. Check hot.
They run with Lewis out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
That's it, baby.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota. His throw caught at about the 5. Well, the Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. There was no going through the touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with a Tennessee score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better. As they get.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Santos with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And here come the Bills. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Here's Allen to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys. You always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So that'll back him up 5. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 4. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives him the first.
And that's frustrating, because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That could really, really be demoralizing.
Throwing the out route and complete. That's Jones. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. That's going to set them back 5 yards. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. And again, it's Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
6-man.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Mariota with a knee to the ground, and that should be it. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Titans, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many milkers burning my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell, as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Give everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but them LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to the well. I'm worried about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. I give it all I got. Walk the walk inside the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Man, I'm a heart. All I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? 2020, VVS, Clippity, yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they goal, they taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the feel. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use a can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, and look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get on out my problems, let me When up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.